History has been made in South Africa today. Crypto assets have been declared financial products. Okay, so what does this mean for you as a crypto holder? What does this mean for South Africa as a global player? And more importantly, what rights does this give the regulators and government regarding our cryptocurrencies? These and a couple of other topics are what we're going to be discussing in this morning's video. Good morning, everybody. Now let's just get into the markets before we tackle the subject at hand, the historical event. As we can see, cryptocurrency for the last couple of months have been trading sideways. We're in a bear market. We're not quite sure whether we've reached the bottom or not, but crypto is almost at that point where you want to poke it with a stick and say, do something, go up, go down. It's just become flat and boring. And in my opinion, this is an opportunity to buy cryptocurrencies. Now, bear in mind that I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not able to give you financial advice. However, with this new law that has just been declared, that crypto assets are financial products, if I was a financial advisor, I would now be able to give you financial advice regarding crypto. And that's just one of the many aspects that this significant government gazette has now put in play. Anyway, cryptocurrency trading sideways. In many aspects, it's very good that it can actually hold these levels, because a lot of people thought crypto was dead with the Fed increasing the interest rates, with the COVID crisis that we're seeing in the economy, with all of these events, these global events like the war in Ukraine. People expected crypto to go a lot lower. It's holding these levels, and for me, that is a very, very positive sign. On Altcoin Trader, we can see we've got Bitcoin trading at 352,000 Rand for a single Bitcoin. We've got Ethereum at 23,600. Okay, let's get into the story at hand. As we can see on Bloomberg, they've put out an article, crypto assets to be treated as financial products in South Africa. Declaration makes it easier for regulators to monitor the market. That is a key point. Announcement seen allowing advice on crypto investments, as I just mentioned to you earlier. So if we go to the government website, we can download this Gazette. It came out yesterday, the 19th of October. Now, if we just scroll down, it's very quick. It's a one-page read. I will leave a link to this if you guys want to look at it in the description. But basically, crypto assets as what has always been referred to in South Africa. They've always referred to cryptocurrency as crypto assets, not wanting to give it the status of a financial product, because giving crypto assets the status of a financial product comes with a whole host of unforeseen circumstances. It also gives cryptocurrency the right to be seen as a serious investment. Okay, now let's talk about what this means for you as a crypto holder in South Africa. Well, simply put, it means that the government and the regulators can now approach a casp being a crypto asset service provider like Altcoin Trader, and say, give us the information on this person, because cryptocurrency is now a financial product. And we are legally obliged now to hand over that information, which will certainly make things easier for SARS to monitor. It'll give a lot of transparency into what is actually happening in cryptocurrency in South Africa. And it will give the regulators the ability to protect the public from scammers and from cryptocurrency exchanges that just pop up that don't implement proper due diligence and don't abide by the laws. It also means that crypto casps, crypto asset service providers like Altcoin Trader, will now have to apply for licenses. This will take place next year, June 2023. We have to apply for licenses so that we can be properly regulated, which many people will see as a positive thing. It stops the riffraff in the industry. It stops people coming in, creating massive Ponzi schemes, and it allows you as a member of the public to clearly see which exchanges are regulated, which exchanges are abiding by the laws, and which exchanges are not licensed and regulators, and helps you to stay away from exchanges that may or may not go insolvent in the future. So it gives a certain amount of protection. I guess the downside, and a lot of you probably watching now are going, oh no, this allows the government full transparency into my financial aspects and into my crypto holdings. And to a certain degree, you're quite right. It does give the regulators the right and the ability to look into your crypto holdings. So that a lot of people are not going to be happy with. Why did the South African government actually do this? Okay, is it because the government is trying to be an industry player or global industry player? Is it because we're positive about crypto? Yes, I'd have to say that those are some of the reasons. But I think the main reason, if you dig a little deeper, is because the Financial Action Task Force, which is an international regulatory advisory body, gave South Africa a recommendation, a deadline, if you want to call it that they had to declare crypto assets as a financial product before the end of October 2022, or we could face the risk of possibly being put on the grey list. In my opinion, that's probably the reason why the South African government went ahead and actually implemented this Gazette. Okay, so what does it mean for crypto as a whole? Well, if you ask any of the industry players, you're going to hear us all saying we think it's a positive step for crypto. And the reason for this is a couple of things. First of all, who's going to want to say, oh no, this is a bad thing, even if that was your true thoughts? Because you don't want to be seen as the person, the Debbie Downer in this situation. And it's happened. It will not going to be undone. It's a historic moment. It has been printed in the law on the 19th of October 2022. So we've got to embrace it. Now, what it does allow is it does allow institutions to look at crypto in a very serious light. They no longer look at it as some airy-fairy asset. It is now a financial product. So I've always said that it's only a matter of time before we see the big banks, the big players allowing you to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other prominent cryptocurrencies on ATMs and through their online platforms. And that has certainly now been, the gates for that have been opened, and it is something that can certainly happen. So on that note, it is absolutely a positive step. It will allow cryptocurrency to go absolutely mainstream, not only in South Africa, but worldwide, because we will see more and more people having to take, more and more countries, more and more institutions having to look at crypto and go, okay, this is now a serious financial instrument. So South Africa certainly moving in the right direction, putting regulation out, giving clarity, allowing investment into cryptocurrency. And for all of those reasons, I certainly think it is a positive aspect. Well, everything in life there's positives, there's negatives, but I think in this situation, the positives certainly outweigh the negatives. Guys, mass adoption for cryptocurrency, it's happening. Historic events are happening. It's not a case of, is crypto going mainstream? Simply a case of when. And events like this are certainly super, super exciting for the industry and for cryptocurrency and for the financial system of our planet and for the financial services that we are going to see going forward, that our children and our grandchildren are going to get to enjoy and experience. That's it for me. Just before I go, let me warn you, there are scammers in the comments pretending to be me. I'll not WhatsApp you. I'll not try and contact you privately to advise you of some great financial advantage that you might have. Those are scammers. Beware and stay safe out there. I'm out.